What up, y'all? It's another episode of Shorty's Sneaker Conversations. This is episode 51. And we're gonna walk over here. Dang. Knocking stuff over. What's up, Al? What's up, Stuntman Stokes? CPT. Sneakerhead Poppy. About to send you the request right there. Why was that? All right, just sent the request. What's up? What's going on, sir?
Yo, what's good?
All
What's
right, man.
going on? What's up?
Chilling, man. Glad we
All
finally got to do this.
right, let me see. You hear me good, right?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right, perfect. What's going on, everybody? What's good?
All right, man.
Let me see.
Oh, man. Well, we got a lot to cover. You know what I mean? Hello to everybody joining. I guess a lot of people. I didn't get to send waves to everybody. Um, but I guess before we get started, we do our pregame warm-up. And I got to ask, what's the most positive thing you took from 2020?
All right, for sure, for sure. Most positive thing for 2020 or 2021?
2020.
All right. Why am I screen timing? That's weird. All right, so the most positive thing I took was live every day like it's your last, especially with the pandemic and everything that was going on, all our jobs being affected. Me being in the airline industry, well, used to be in the airline industry, I was always working like 24/7. I ain't get no time to myself. So getting all that time to myself, it gave me chances to do shit, chances to wear my sneakers, chances to just live life and spend time with my loved ones because you could be here today and going tomorrow. So biggest lesson from that was live every day like it's your last.
For sure.
What's up, y'all? Hey, Ash.
What's up, Ash? What's up, Sneaker Vibes Only? Tito's Kicks. Yeah, so you got all the heat behind you, man. What was that? Chicago Off-Whites? Got USC Off-Whites? Got all the college dunks, man. You doing it.
Yeah, just a little something. I'm trying to get on your level.
All right, well,
I'm
look,
trying
before,
to,
we get into the question. Oh, I'm sorry. What was you saying?
I know I said I'm trying to get on y'all level. You and everybody that's in the live already. Look, I learned from y'all.
Nah, man, I hear you, though. Well, do you mind introducing yourself to everybody? Everybody knows you, but, just let everybody know who you are, what you do, where you from.
All right, everybody. For those of y'all who don't know me, my name is Izzy. I'm from two cities. I grew up in Detroit, Michigan, and I grew up in New York City, Bronx, New York. I was always bi-coastal growing up. I'm in Fort Lauderdale, Florida now. I've been here for about a year. I moved down here. Well, it'll be a year in January. Um, I guess that's it. I love sneakers. I love
Got
sneakers. I know I'm not a hype beast. It's a little heat back here, but I'm not a hype beast. Like I love all sneakers, not just Jordan, not just Adidas, a little bit of everything. Who's that?
got you. Got you. All right. What's up, Ross Sneaks? What's up, Cat Tech by Cool Off? Hello, everybody. So what shoe did you wear today?
Today, I actually wore some Yeezy slides today. Today been like a real
Oh,
lazy day. Yeah, let me see. I actually just got them. This is my most recent pickup.
nice. Nice. How do
Yeah,
they feel?
yo, when I put them on my feet yesterday, they were good. I had to break them in a little bit, but after wearing them all day today, they perfect. It feel like I'm walking on air.
Okay.
What about you? What
Okay.
you got?
What's up, Keandra? Well, today I wore the Human Torch 95s. I was kind of walking light on them since they're so old, but they
Oh,
lasted the whole day.
I actually got a pair of 95s. Let me grab them. That I need to wear. I don't know if you saw these.
Ooh, okay.
The what is it? The ERDL party pack
Yeah. Fancy shit.
last year. They got a black pair too, but I went for the white ones.
Yeah. So we already got a question. Can't take my cool off. Do you go up in full size on the Yeezy slides?
All right, let me tell you. I just bought these last Thursday off Go. I know I said I was done with Go Day was canceled, but they gave me some credit, so I just went ahead and bought these. Um, I actually, I'm a true to size 9.5, but I wear a lot of my sneakers in a size 9. Like I wear Jordan 1s in a size 9, 6s in a size 9, Dunks in a size 9. So a lot of people were saying go up 2 full sizes, but if you were like one of those half sizes, just go up to the next full size. So I actually got a 10.
Gotcha.
But
Gotcha.
I'm on the colorway of the slide. Like these are the resins, like that olive tannish color. I heard these are a bit bigger than like the glow greens and the orange ones. So they say go up 2 full sizes in those.
Okay. Okay.
The vibes, hey Ash.
All right. Well, we just took off the warm up jackets. Now we about to get into the first quarter.
Yep,
And
I'm ready. Yeah. You don't know how long I was waiting on this.
I'm glad to hear it, man. I'm glad you're able to do it. Well, the first quarter is sneaker beginnings or sneaker origins. So we talk about like the early days in your
Right.
sneakerdom. So let's start with what was your first sneaker memory?
All right. Early. I'm only 28 for y'all who don't know. But nah, I'm just playing. But all right. Earliest days. Well, my mother's a sneakerhead. I don't know if y'all follow her, Sneaker Mama, like on here. Like she knew the Instagram and everything, but she was always a sneakerhead. I won't say a sneaker. Well, I guess I could call her one now. She just was always buying sneakers. She had everything. Um, when I was a kid, I was, growing up in Detroit and New York, I was wearing a lot of Uptowns, Air Force Ones, and I was wearing a lot of top 10s for Adidas, being in Detroit. So I want to say those two sneakers, those two silhouettes were like my go-tos, like all I really wore. If it wasn't those, I was wearing Tims.
Okay.
Entry, high school. And I had a little New Balance kick too, like from my dad. Like I was wearing New Balances a lot.
Okay, that's a nice bit of diversity right there.
I didn't get into that later in life.
Got you. Well, what would you say was the shoe that got you interested in the game? This life that we've all chose.
All right. The shoe that got me most interested in the game, I would say, are these right here.
Okay.
I got older. I had a nice little collection of sneakers, but then as I got older, I got more occupied with sports and doing a lot of other things, and I was just living life. Life was lifing. So I stopped collecting for a while, but I want to say I started collecting again seriously in 2017, and I started my whole collection over. And this is what started it all. Like I was at the mall. I think I was going on a date actually. Yeah, I was going on a date, and I was like, you know what? I'm getting tired of being seen in these Tims. I'm like, let me go get something else. Because I was a person, I wear my Tims all year round. Like, I don't care what nobody say. I wore them all year round. Shorts, wintertime, pants, whatever. And I walked inside Foot Locker at Somerset Mall in Troy, Michigan. And these were on display. I noticed OG, they brought it back out. They were on display. And I was like, do I really feel like, breaking my pockets to get these right now? Because it was like almost $200. And then I seen they had the matching track jacket and they had the matching hoodie. I was like, let me just get fresh for this date or whatever. If the date don't go well, I'm bringing this shit back. And so I ended up getting them, and the date went well, so I kept them. And from there, it just, I don't want to say downhill. I don't look at it as a bad thing. Maybe for my pockets and my bank account, but from there, I just started ordering and buying sneakers like galore, and it was all that specific pair's fault.
Okay, so I have to ask, how did the date go?
It went well. It went still cool.
Okay, cool.
Well, that was like 4 years ago, but that's changing.
That's better to get fresh for a date, where it's like, especially if it's the first one, you got to show, saying going out with what it is. So
It was dope. It was dope. They still here. Had it been bad, they would have had to go to the trash.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, what was that first shoe or first fit that you really broke necks with when you got into it? Whether you want to talk about before or more recent.
First fit? What do you mean? Like
the first outfit sneaker combo you had that really was just killing people, like snapping necks or whatnot.
Oh, it's actually the picture you used for the flyer.
Oh, okay.
That's what I wore. I wore that whole fit. It was in the wintertime. I wore this whole fit. The only thing that's missing from there is like the track jacket I had. But what is it? The Tuned Air? Because these are the Tuned Air. It's like a little, I want to call it like an ombre, like a sunset colorway. It's like the jacket's like orange, whitish, and yellow with like white and black lining.
No.
It's in a room somewhere. I was actually
Yeah.
yeah, but yep, that was the fit. And from there,
Okay.
oh, like I had been wearing Timbs for so long, so I'm like, you know what? Let me start, wearing sneakers again, and that was it.
Cool. Cool. Okay. Okay. Now, when you got into it, did you have any early influencers, a relative, or what I'm saying, one of your homies, or even somebody on TV that was like an early influence on you with the kicks or the fit?
Okay, if I had to say anybody, like two people who influenced me, I wouldn't say like a celebrity or anything. I would say like my mom. She always had all the kicks, but of course her feet smaller than mine, so I couldn't fit them. And then I have a brother. Well, he's really my cousin by blood, but we grew up in the same household, so we consider each other brothers. My older brother, he always was buying all the clothes and everything back in the day, all the shoes, all the sneakers and clothes, and then I was more so into clothes and wearing my Timbs. And so as we got older, it reversed. So I want to say I got a lot of my influence from him as far as the kicks.
Okay. Cool. Cool. All right. So that's the end of the first quarter. Let's see if we got anything going on in the comments here. People talk about us New Yorkers with the Thames, but love our drip though. Kick game crazy. 04. Okay, that's fair.
That's fair. I
Yeah.
want to say my drip is like I said. I grew up bi-coastal, so a lot of my drip is New York and Detroit put together.
hmm Yeah, that's an interesting mix right there. My wife in here. Yeah, y'all be good from the ankle up. Talking to Kick Crazy 04. Okay.
What's up, V? She be
Yeah. 10.5. What's your favorite silhouette?
boy. All right, my favorite silhouette is it's a tough tie. It's a tough tie. I'm not going to say Jordan ones because I feel like that's a universal favorite of everybody's. I just feel like that's an everybody favorite list. But my actual favorite silhouette, it's a huge tie between the Jordan 6 and the Jordan 13. But I think 13 is like a little bit more higher than the 6.
Hmm, okay. Those are two great shoes. So,
But
uh,
13 go tos.
okay. Yeah, the 6 is special for me because it was the shoe that got me into the shoes, and the 13 was the first Jordan I ever bought with my own money back in the day. So,
Yeah.
when it first came out. Okay. Well, let's go ahead. It's no horn for me to sound, but we're in the second quarter now, which is sneaker pass, but a little more recent.
Okay.
Uh, but we'll start with, when you first started copping kicks, what was your first job that you was copping the kicks with?
What was I working? I think I was my first job. I was still working Delta Airlines.
Okay. Okay.
Delta Airlines when look they were paying me the money where I could afford to buy sneakers and stuff. At least the sneakers I wanted.
Got you. Got you. Now, do you remember the first shoe that you ever bought with your own money?
Ooh, damn! What's the first thing I ever bought my own money? Um, that's a very good question. It might have been Let me see. I gotta think back for this one. The first sneaker I might have bought was probably a pair of Adidas what do they call Boost? It's like NMD something.
Oh, okay. Some NMDs?
Yeah, some NMDs because outside of the airline I work, I'm a personal trainer too, so I was always buying stuff for like the gym.
Okay. Yeah, that boost is it's tough to beat. I mean,
Yeah,
I feel like Nike has come with some comparable stuff, but still not quite the same. So, um, my only disappointment with Boost is that Adidas never really figured it out on a basketball level. Like,
yeah, I agree. I agree. Actually, as I got older, that was the first pair that I had bought my own cash. But I say my last year of high school, using my own bread, I bought a pair of top tens. I bought a pair of top tens.
now we're talking the white, blue, and red like the OG, or was it another color?
No, I did have those, but I was big on like the more so solid colors. I had the burgundy pairs, I had the navy pairs, and what other pair did I have? I feel like I had a a greenish pair too. But I had bought the burgundy pairs because my high school colors was burgundy and white, or maroon and white, whatever you want to call it.
Nice.
Yeah,
Nice.
right.
Okay. Now you went to high school and were you in Detroit or were you in New York in high school?
Yeah, my education history is a lot, but I graduated high school in Detroit. I graduated high school in Michigan. Yeah.
Okay. So you being in Detroit, I'm from Cleveland, so we aren't that far away. You
I don't.
know,
Yeah.
yeah, we I was telling Sneaker Mess like we don't really have a shoe with Cleveland like how y'all had a top 10 or how New York has the Air Force One, but with you buying those shoes, like what were some spots in Detroit, when you were young copping that you was where were you hitting up in Detroit to get your shoes?
We had I don't know if y'all remember Mr. Allen's, the 29 250. we
Yeah,
had
for a couple years.
we had that. We have Villa. I don't think Villa exists in Detroit no more though. We had Villa for like the past few years, but I think they gone. Um, my brother and my older brother and I, we used to hit up this spot over on Sneaker Mesh. I'm sure she in here. I don't know if she remember on 7 Mile. We had this place called Jersey Town, and I had a couple cousins who worked in there, so they would sometimes get releases, and that was like predating like my sneaker obsession. So I was still going there, and I'd be with my brother. He copping something and be like, "Hey, you want something?" I go ahead and cop something too. And I'm trying to think where else. Of course, everybody went to Foot Lockers and stuff, but Foot Locker was like a hit or miss. Um, those were the main places.
Okay. Like I said, I used to work for Villa because they came to Cleveland like 2009, 2010. I know they came to Detroit a little after. Were
Yeah,
they leave a big imprint on y'all? Like where it was Villa a big deal in Detroit?
yeah, Villa was a big deal. They was everywhere, like gas stations and liquor stores. They were everywhere. Like
Okay. Yeah, because they blew up real quick, kind of spread themselves too fast, and then they ended up getting bought out by DTLR. So it was kind of a quick thing. I was there for a little while, but not that long at the same time.
I feel like I saw one. I'm not. I think they're out of business, but I still feel like I see one every once in a while when I go visit. I go to Detroit a lot, like once, like every what, like couple weeks. Shit, I just got back there from there yesterday, and I think I'm going back again Friday.
Wow.
I don't.
Yeah.
Y'all haven't noticed.
Huh. Yeah. I wish I could make it back to Cleveland like that. I mean, I think cause we've only been living down here since August of 2020. I think I've been back about 3 times. So, but yeah, I feel it. I'm glad you get to get back and you still got
Delta, I'm a alumni, so I definitely use those benefits. Now that I'm not actually working on the ramp, I have time to use those benefits because when I was working, it was like a hit or miss on being able to use them. I haven't been to yet though, but I used to spend a lot of time in Toledo. A lot of time in Toledo. That's
okay. Yeah, that's where my wife went to college at Bowling Green. You know what I'm saying? She was right over that way. So, you know.
I was at Bowling Green, but I wasn't a student.
Nah, I feel it. I feel it. Okay. Well, back when you were, I'm gonna just start using that as a term, young copping. You know what I'm saying? I'm coming up with that on your show here. When you was young copping, what was some clothing brands you messed with back in the day?
Back in the day, well, ooh, I feel like I'm about to. I feel old now. Shit, 30 around the corner. But
Hey, if you want, I talk about some brands I used to mess with, so you won't feel as old.
nah, it's all good. But I'm about to take it back. Shit, back in the day, like high school, we was rocking a lot of South Pole. What else? Nautica. Damn. Of course, we always wore Nike stuff, but South Pole was that deal back in the day when I was in high school.
Hey, how old you say you was?
I'm 28.
Y'all okay? Hey, it sound like you South Pole and Nautica like you went to high school when I did, way back in the day. So
No, in Detroit, we were still repping those brands.
okay, yeah, like,
baby, I'm the baby. That's all right.
hey, it's good. It's good. All right, all right. Now, were there any sneakers back in the day when you were young copping that you took an L on back then, where you weren't able to get them for whatever reason?
Yeah, actually, and it finds its way on. Well, it's not on my grow list anymore, but it's a pair that I used to eye a whole lot. It's a pair of foam posits. It was I don't remember the name. I think it was a Knicks colorway. It had that orange and that blue.
Okay.
So that specific pair never made it onto my feet, and I'm finally over it.
So the all orange with a little bit of blue. Those ones. Okay.
I
What's
think that might have been blue at the top and like orange. I haven't seen the pair in a minute. It's been a long time, but that pair for sure.
all right? And what size are you?
I am a true to size 9.5. Yeah, so I wear between a 9 and a 10.
Okay. Okay. You might have to look into that. You know what I'm saying? See if I see something. You know, 'cause I'm always looking for stuff all the time. So okay. All right. Now, were there any early purchases back then, you know, back in the day that you regret? Like, why did I buy these?
Uh, Let me double check here. I'm trying to see. I don't think I have anything here like with me in Florida because I have a lot of sneakers here, but a lot of them I also have in New York and in Michigan too. Um, if I will say sneaker pairs that I do regret buying, before I started like jumping back off into Jordan and everything, I was like the Air Max head. So I was buying a lot of 97s, 95s, ones, 90s, and Hirachis and stuff. Do I regret buying any of those? Um, Probably the Hirachis to be honest, because I didn't even wear them like that. A lot of those sneakers ended up being Air Maxes as a whole. They ended up being just sneakers for the gym.
Got you. Got you.
People say kicks in all places. Look, I travel a lot, so I can travel light because I know I got sneakers wherever I go.
Yeah, I really want to say the last few times we traveled, I would just take one pair of sneakers because I knew I was gonna buy more. You know what I'm saying? When I would when I would get where I was going.
Now I
So
over. It could be a 1 day trip. I overpack.
so many pairs you taking when you going?
Well, I have these sneaker bags now, like from Shrine Company. I have one from Private Label. If you've seen those different labels, like advertising and promoting across social media. So I take at least 5 pairs with me every time I. That's including the pair that's on my feet, and then I have 2 of these Shrine Company bags. They hold 4 pairs. So, and I have 2 of those. So I'm either taking one of those bags or both of them. So between 5 to 9 pairs, depending.
All right, you got a swag on it, man. You got to let them know what it is. I feel it. I feel it.
I got.
Yeah. All right. Well, that is the second quarter. You know, it's about to be halftime. So, with it being halftime, you got to tell me, you know, I guess let me ask you what's the shoe of the year for you so far? You know what I mean? That you really been feeling like I love the shoe. You know, for this year.
Okay. That's. I have 2.
Okay.
Well, I'm sure we're gonna get into that Carmine story. So,
Oh yeah, we're getting there. I was going to add that.
so I'm not gonna speak on that one yet. But I will say, like, my favorite sneaker so far that I got for this year will be the
Oh,
Cactus
try.
Jack medium, olive medium, whatever they want to call it. This might
Okay.
took me forever to get these, but this is my and that one. And believe it or not, this one right here, this women's release court purple. I don't know what it is about this, but the quality on these is butter. Like, these are so dope.
Yeah, I was mad they didn't make those beyond the women's 12 because I could do a women's 12 in some shoes, but generally, you know, it's only a few. Really, the Jordan 5 and Air Force One that I could do a 10.5 or a women's 12. Everything else needs to be 11 through men's 12. So I wanted those. That's the OG color, you know. My
Yeah,
wife, I wish I had them.
we got everything. So I don't know. I haven't seen her take an L in so long.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, you know, it's I wish I had them kind of powers. You know what I'm saying? Where I'm just hitting. You know.
Look. Tell just put her hand on my shoulder so I can get a little bit of that luck, a little bit of that. Because I'll be like, damn.
Yeah.
only hit that maybe once this year.
Like what messed me up the worst was when the Racing Bulls came out. I entered the draw at like 10:01.
Yeah.
L, she entered at like 10 after 10. She was able to get them for me after I had already took an L. Like, how does that happen? You know what I mean? So, she had source hours with the kicks, man.
Yo, she look. We all got our little magic powers in some areas. She got them with the sneakers. I ain't mad at her, but she says she
Oh,
take
I didn't
L's
hear
all
you.
the. I can't tell. I can't tell. All I see is W's across the board.
I take L's all the time.
When she said V's one of Jesus' disciples.
Oh man, yeah. I
Got here.
mean, she won a lot of stuff. That got a lot of stuff for me that I always wanted. That's why I'm like, I wanted to do some content for my YouTube where, I wanted to do maybe a top 10 cops, but it's been so much this year. I don't even know if I can do it.
Yo, the only W that I got this year was the Red Flints. This was my only W of the year. And what's so crazy about this pair is that, like I said, my mother's a sneakerhead too. So I was in the bed. I wasn't even gonna go for those. I was in a bed, and I'm on the phone with my mother, and I'm like, "Fuck it, I'm not gonna put in for these." But something told me just do it. So my mother, she calls me, and she's driving or whatever, and she's like, "Did you put in for those sneakers?" I'm lying. I'm like, "Nah, I didn't." I'm like, "I didn't," and she like, oh, okay. I don't think I wasn't gonna do it either. So when I got my W, I got quiet on the phone, and she got her time. And so she just comes out of nowhere. She's like, "Oh my God." I'm like, "What? What happened? What happened?" She's like, "I got them." I'm like, "You got what?" She's like, "I got the sneakers." I'm like, "What sneakers?" She's like, "I got the Flints." I'm like, "For real?" She's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Guess what?" She's like, "What?" That's how I got them too. Both just like, you a lying ass motherfucker. Like, I'm like, look. But we got them. That was my only W of the year. And then each dope chick with the kicks. I had put in for the those Bordeaux sixes that had dropped, but of course I took an L, and she had ended up getting exclusive access for them and for her husband, and he wears my size, so he didn't want them, so she sold them to me. I was like, look, I appreciate it, so I kind of consider that a little W too.
Yeah, people looking out for people. That's a good look right there.
Yo, shout out to Kicks and Giggles. I know y'all on here. Sorry, little sneaker family.
Oh, that's what it is. Kicks and giggles. I didn't even know about this.
Kicks and look, I gotta get you in there. I gotta get you inducted into there. Kicks and Giggles.
Who all the members?
Yo, everybody commenting right now.
So what? Random Laces, Key to Your Soul, Sneaker Love Her.
Yes, all of us. What's up, y'all?
We on the building. Sneaker Best, Ash McMath. Wow. Okay. Cool. The Graham fam.
I'm gonna say like off topic a little bit. I'm gonna say like I'm a very introverted person. It's two sides to me. Introverted, then like the life of the party. But most of the time, I'm usually introverted into myself. But ever since I created this sneaker page, I want to say what was it like last year, maybe the year before. I started meeting people, just adding and adding and adding. This is like one of the best groups of friends like I've ever had, like ever. And I don't be fucking with people. I don't. Like I be to myself. But starting with Kyle Sneaker Mess, like she really like pulled me out of my shell, and everybody, it just went on, and I can say this is the most genuine group of friends I ever had, like including you, like all of us, like all the love that we have. It's a community versus just being on Instagram and liking people's pictures.
Yeah, man. Well, yeah, you definitely one of my favorites. I'll be looking like, man, what this whole here, it's good that y'all, having that kicks and giggles. Got y'all.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna make sure you get in there. I'm gonna make sure you get in there today.
That's a beautiful thing, man. All right, well, now we'll jump into. Oh, well, did you want to tell the Carmine story, or did you want to wait till the end? Or
look, whenever you're ready for it. Whenever you're ready for it.
All right. I was just like, before we get to the third quarter, let me just hear this from you, because I already heard it from D. Will, but I need to hear it from you. What happened with that, man?
All right. This specific pair of Carmines right here is going down in the history of Izzy. The history of Izzy. So, um, this was this year in August. I was in a relationship. I actually just got out of like 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
I was dating this guy, whatever, and we were dating since January, and every relationship got their little problems. And she said on display. Definitely in the middle. Um, Long story short, motherfuckers be having attitude problems and be feeling themselves. Uh, there was a couple issues where there was some trust issues. Not on my part, I was good, but motherfucker did some shit. And when motherfuckers do some shit, they mad when you start treating them accordingly.
Yeah.
And I tell people all day, every day, like, don't play with me because you're not gonna like the way I play back. And with anybody, like you being fucked up, I'm gonna treat you accordingly. Yeah, I can forgive you, but I'm not gonna be like it can't go, not immediately at least, back to a clean slate. Excuse me. So we out at the movies or whatever, and it's me, him, his best friend, his best friend's husband. I think it was Suicide Squad, and which that's funny because niggas committed that day. Uh, So we in the theater, and mind you, all day he had like a little attitude with me, and I'm like, "What's your problem?" But he kept trying to make it seem like I had an attitude. I'm like, I didn't. So we're in the movie theater, and we sitting there, and down here in Florida, I'm not sure if it's like this everywhere else, but they they have like the patrons who come in and take your order like for snacks and drinks and all that good stuff. So because of COVID, they got people like, well, the movie attendant is like a seat in between my boyfriend at the time and I. And I'm sitting to his left, and there's an empty seat to his right, and she's in the seat after that one. And she's trying to take the order. It's Suicide Squad, so uh, she yelling across. I'm paying for it, so I'm trying to like yell enough to talk over the movie and to reach her. And so this nigga, he's like, excuse my language, y'all. Y'all know I keep it real. I keep it 100 and a buck. So
We here.
he looking at me like she's asking him if he wants something to drink or whatever. And so I'm looking at him like, is you gonna respond to her? And he looking at me like, well, what's your problem? What's all this? What's all this? And so I'm like, motherfucker, I'm trying to get the food for you. Like, what's up? Like, he's like, and I'm like, we can dead it. So he like, we can dead all this. And so I'm like, we can. So he like, bye. And I'm like, bye. So I get up, I collect my things, and I get up and I proceed to exit the theater. And there's a reason to that bye too, by the way, because I told his ass bye the week before.
Okay.
So basically, this was a whole tit for tat situation that went left. So I make it out of the theater into the hallway because at this point I'm like walking up behind a movie attendant. I'm like, "Yo, cancel that order. I'm out." So as I walk out of the door, I feel a motherfucker yank my arm up and pull it back. And so I'm like, I turn around and listen. I'm like, "Yo, what's going on?" I'm like, "Don't be doing all that. Don't be doing all that. Like, keep your hands to yourself." So it's only so many times I'm gonna let you put your hands on me. Um, it was a lot of he kept shoving, like pushing, like we playing football or something. So I took my hand and I went, I lightly pushed. I said, "Yo, stop touching me." I'm sitting here talking to him, and out of nowhere, I kid you not, cocks his arms back and it just goes in my shit. When I tell you,
Mm.
I'm not gonna say I even spazzed out or blacked, because that was the most calmest ass whooping I ever gave somebody, like ever. Like I was really really chill, and it scared everybody else of how chill I was. And I blinked my eyes twice, and my kneecap was in his neck, beating his face into the ground. Um, and
In the movie theater?
in the movie theater.
Oh man.
And it was so funny because, like I told you, I'm a personal trainer as well. And I didn't realize one of my clients actually worked at the movie theaters. And so she's like, "Oh my God, Izzy." And so I look up, I'm like, "Oh, what's up, babe?" I'm like, "Good to see you." And so I look back and I'm just, wow, wow, wow. So the Carmines for Izzy thing came from because I actually had this pair of Carmines on. As,
Oh.
and it stuck because like after the fact, like I didn't check to see if he was all right or anything. I went straight to the bathroom, took my sneakers off, and made sure I ain't had no scuffs or nothing. And I, oh, okay, they cool. I put them back on my feet, and I went back.
I'm sorry.
Oh, you good? You good?
Oh man.
Good. But yep, that's where the family has we've deemed the Carmines my own personal black Air Force One.
Wow. Well, when I break out my pair, I'm gonna use that, that hashtag Carbines for Izzy.
But like I always say, right, it's a motherfucking movement.
Wow.
It's a movement for real.
That's crazy. Man. Oh man. Let me get myself together real quick. All right. So we're going to the third quarter. That's crazy. Which is sneaker present. So right now, I know we talked about, the shoe of the year. What is your current favorite shoe to wear? Like your Carbine. Okay, cool, right? That's perfect. All right. The Carbine.
This is my favorite sneaker too. Like I'm not sure if anybody asked that question in the chat. But outside of these, this was a sneaker that got me back, right? Started and addicted to sneakers again. But the Carmine 6 is actually my favorite sneaker. While the 13 is my favorite silhouette, this is my favorite sneaker, like ever. I actually have a, let me see if I can turn. I got it on a little picture up there. I got framed.
Nice.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah, I love the Carmine.
I did get a dead stock pair after the fact too, though.
Nice. So you got a pair on ice too. Good.
He bought them.
He bought them? All right. That's good. All right. Now, I know we touched on, some of the L's. I'll be honest and say I've never taken as many L's in shoes as I have this year. But when you're able to get the shoes, where do you get them from now?
GOAT is usually my go-to. Hold on, wait. Is my brightness? I feel like my brightness. Much better. The brightness on my screen was too low. GOAT is my go-to. When they not being funny or funny acting, because I'm not sure if you recall, I had a little issue with a Core Purple 3 that I had got around same time, like back in August. I didn't realize it until about maybe a few weeks ago, and there was a defect on it, but I got rid of them. They gave me the credit back for them and all that. So it's either GOAT. Sometimes I try on sneakers. I don't currently have the app on my phone because I deleted it. Then they do too much and I'd be mad. So we got a love-hate relationship. Like I'm sure everybody, yourself included, everybody on this chat, we got a love-hate relationship with sneakers, except for V, because she always. That's basically it. GOAT. Unless I find somebody like around here in Florida. I came across a few stores, but I don't trust the sneaker stores. They got resale stores inside the malls. I don't trust those stores because they be looking real fugazi.
Yeah.
Real.
And whenever I'm in a spot like that, I'm thinking like, how do you, I hate to say it like this, but it's just I'm gonna sound like a grumpy old man. But how do you little niggas know this shit is really real?
They know it's not, and they be trying to get over on people. And what made me start really paying attention and really not fucking with the sneaker stores like that, because it's like, yo, this sneaker was supposed to be limited, and nobody hitting for this, but your little rinky-dink store in the middle of bumfuck Florida somewhere got 100 pairs in the back. That raises red flags for me.
Sure. And then you got people who, keep these places going because they don't know. But people like us, the people in this chat, it's like, so this shit was limited. You got all of these, all of them.
Yeah.
Sound like DH Gate. You know what I mean to me.
Right.
So,
Taking pre or something even drops.
Yeah, it's all scurvy. So I'm with you on that. It's just kind of because it's places like that here in North Carolina too. More than I thought. We only have a few home in Cleveland, but the year or so that we've been here is quite a few. These little dudes, 20, 21, and I'm not hating, but I'm still skeptical. Like how do y'all know?
Right. Hold on, I'm trying to fix this. There we go. Yeah. Oh, my screen kept going black.
Yeah, you don't know. They're scamming people left and right, and their prices be above StockX and go
Yo,
joints.
facts. Before the sneaker even drop, yo, next time I go to the mall, I'm gonna show y'all just how crazy these prices be. Uh, what sneaker was it that I got? I want to say, it might have been these women's core purples. I think I got these for like retail, if I'm not mistaken, like off GOAT for like retail. I
Yeah,
walked in the store. Not only was the quality different, which was a red flag, they were charging 350 for. I wear a size 9 in those. They were charging 350 for a 9. I'm like, y'all smoking dick or something because I'm not paying that price for uh for a shoe that's not even out yet.
yeah,
Facts. Scamming
yeah.
people.
You don't know how the shoe is gonna go. Now, if it's like, all right, the off-white shoes are gonna come out. It's an off-white shoe, so generally they've only had a few flops with off-white, but it's gonna be expensive because it's a
Right.
Jordan.
Right.
But if it's like, for instance, those tuned airs you got now, Air Maxes go for more than they did. But if you wait a while, that's gonna come down. Like,
Yeah.
those were going in my size. Those were going for like 350 at one point. But now when I see them, they're around like 250, which is still more than retail, but not as much.
That's still actually I have the blue pair in these. They had the blue pair and they had the little purple pair too. I sold the purple pair, but I still have the blue and this in my closet somewhere. But
Yeah.
they were still mad expensive when I got them.
Yeah, the blues are even worse. Like,
Hmm.
I was fortunate to get them both when they released last, the 18. Those are actually gifts from V for Christmas. But I had to give her props. But I love those shoes. But I can't pay that much for them.
Nah, not for no Air Max. No, when
Nah.
I my Air Max kick, because like I said, it was a while before I got actually back into buying Jordans and things like that. Uh, I probably would have paid that much for them, but nah, not no more. I ain't crazy
Yeah,
now.
yeah, man, I'm with you. So when you buy a pair of sneakers now, what influences your purchases now? Is it how it looks? Is it any nostalgia, or is it kind of a case by case basis?
Uh, a little bit of both nostalgia as well as how it looks, and yeah, how it looks. Like if it's a favorite silhouette of mine, and if I'm feeling the colorway, that definitely uh plays a major role in my sneaker purchasing.
Okay. Now I know that you said that the 6 and the 13 are two. Is there a 6 or
Third,
a 6 or a 13? I'm sorry, I got a prompt about an order I have coming. A 6 or a 13 that you won't wear?
that I won't wear.
Yeah.
Is there a six that I won't wear? I'm not gonna say that I won't wear, but I'll just say that I'm not pressed to get. Um, this I don't want to hurt nobody's feelings when I say this. I don't think I'm going. I was thinking about this yesterday too. I don't think I'm going after those Midnight Navy sixes. Only because, like, my two favorite colorways, obviously Chicago colorways, and I love UNC colorways. Those are my two favorites. I also have favorite. One of my other favorite sneakers right here. I already have my Obsidian ones.
Yeah.
This
Nice.
one is what got me into buying ones. It's the second one I ever bought, but it's what got me into like buying more and more. It took forever to get that pair too. So with Obsidian being one of my colorways, well not Obsidian, with it's obviously UNC color. With one of the UNC colorways being one of my favorites, I just don't feel the need to have the Midnight Navy sixes because it's white with just a little bit of navy, and I feel like after copping Obsidian 13s recently, um, that's a little bit better than six. So
Yeah.
I don't,
Why you need them? I feel
yeah.
it.
As far as a 13 that I probably won't wear, um, I don't really care for those wheat ones.
I was about to say this. That's probably really the only one where I'm like, yeah. And I got the 1 and the 6 from that pack, but the 13 it just didn't hit like the other two. I just was like,
It, it ain't hit. It
yeah.
ain't hit.
I didn't appreciate them coming all with all three of them on the same day either. I wasn't a fan of that, but
I ain't like.
you know, it's like, man, but uh, for me, I can't get with the Bordeaux 6. Not, if anybody got them in the group, no hate, but and I couldn't get with the hair because I just felt like having the 7s. Why do I need the 6? I still thought about it because they're 6,
Yeah.
but I'm just like, nah.
And I definitely feel that because a lot of people said the same thing. If they already had the 7s, why even try to get the 6s? See, it was dope for me because I didn't have the 7s. I came, like I said, I got back on my Jordan tip uh, much later. Like I said, I started back in 2017. I want to say around 2018 was where I started buying Jordans again. Well, period. Because I had some when I was a kid, but they was like little hand-me-downs. A lot of us in the house, and if somebody older than you and they done outgrew their sneakers and they trying to pass them down to you. When they were passed down to me, my foot was still bigger than the size too, so I never wore them. They were offered, but I never wore them. So I feel you. Like I started getting the 6s. I don't have the hair 6 yet though, but I would like to get it.
Yeah, like the only, and it's not even really the same. The only 6 that originally was a 7 colorway that I have is the Olympic, but it's still kind of different. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do like those. I like both of those. I don't have a pair of 7s, but I think I do want to get those Flints, low key.
Yeah, yeah. Um, for me with the Midnight Navy, just because my pair lasted until 2014 before they finally, came apart.
Okay.
It was a sales shoe back in the day because everybody just wanted the infrareds. Those came out. You couldn't really get the
Woo.
Olympic back then because they were only on Nike.com.
Need those still.
Yeah, the Midnight Navy was like a consolation prize if you couldn't get one of the other shoes. But I just did a lot in it. So for me, that's a sentimental purchase where it's like, I bought these when I was 20. I want to have them again at 40. So,
Feel that. Kind of like how, 10 years from now, 20 years from now, when they release the Carmine again, it's going to be little for me. I'll be like, boy, remember when I whooped so-and-so in that Carmine? That's how I came and stuff.
and be a story to last, forever, man, because that's, it sucked that it happened the way it did, but it's a great story.
I mean,
So,
it was what it was. I ain't going to say I feel bad that it happened. Hey, when people bucking for it, they get it.
yeah. All right. Now, you already showed me, your most recent pickup with the Yeezy slide. Um, do you have another tragic sneaker story that's not the Carmine's for Izzy story? Something else that happened? Maybe a shoe got damaged or a shoe, got stolen, lost, a took that was hard.
I got a scam story.
Uh-oh.
And I'm still looking. It's somebody I'm looking for in Atlanta too, and I'm making sure I bring my Carmines with me. Uh, I got scammed on. I actually got scammed off Instagram. I got this was a couple years ago, and I feel so bad. I was on my way to Philly, and I was in the plane. I said, "Fuck it, let me just make this purchase." There was a guy on here. He had a fake page, and he took his time making this fake page too. He was impersonating an actual sneaker reseller. So this guy, when I say he took his time, he had like over 3,000 something pictures posted. And, I tried to do my research, and, he had videos like in his highlights and all stuff like that, and people tagged and stuff. And I'm like, this can't be no fake page because who got that much time in the world? They about to post 3,000 something photos and really be that dedicated to a fake page. It was a pair of those top 3 ones that I wanted so bad. Top 3. And he charged me like $320 for him. And I'm like, okay. And I was on my way to Philly from Detroit. And I asked him where he was located. He said he was in New Jersey. And I'm like, okay, bet, where at in Jersey? He told me where he was at. I'm like, okay, I know that area. I'm like, well, this is what I'll do. I'm like, what's your address to your shop? I'll be in Philly. So instead of getting them shipped to my crib, I'll just rent a car and I'll drive up to Jersey from Philly because that ain't nothing. That's a quick ride, like an hour and a half. And he was like, okay, cool, bet. He sent me the address. Then I was like, nah, you know what? Just go ahead and ship them to my crib. Big mistake. I sent him the bread on Cash App of all places. And he got missing in action. And it wasn't until after I sent him the money that I happened to be in my Explore page, and tell me why I came across the actual guy he was impersonating.
Mm.
But, but, his stupid rookie mistake was his Cash App. He used his real name.
Uh,
And so he had one of those. It was a very unique name, to say the least. Was a very unique name. And so when I looked up the name and the phone number that was attached to it, I found out who he is in Atlanta. So Carmine's for Izzy Part 2. Stay tuned. Coming soon to a theater near you because
oh man.
I want that 320 back.
Yeah. Yeah. For sure. For
I
sure.
by that. Like I really wanted to look those top threes for at a time were a grail of mine, and I never got my hands on them. So yeah,
Well, I'm sorry that happened, sir.
happens to the best of us.
For sure. For sure.
What about you? You had a story like that?
Just a story I always tell on here. How the store I was running at the time, 2015, the Chicago and the Shattered Backboard. Could have had them both for what?
Tell a different story. I'm tired of that one.
Hey V. Hold on. Are people still commenting? I don't know if people still comment or not because I can't see anything. What's the last comment you see?
It's Ash saying OMG.
Okay. Yeah, my comments aren't working. That's weird. Hold on. I'm gonna close out and come right back in.
Okay.
All right, hold on. Or invite me back in. Hold on.
Okay. All right, y'all. Hey man, don't be hating on my story, man. That's a tragic story. I could have had the Shattered Backboards for $86. Chicago's too. You gonna quit blaming me for that mess. For sure. Let me invite Izzy back.
All right, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right, okay, bet. Yeah,
What's the
I was
last?
like, something was weird. I wasn't seeing nobody's comments. Like it was the last one I saw was Santos's comment.
Okay.
You don't know they scamming people left and right.
Oh yeah, you way back up.
Yeah. Talk about how those tuned ears got stolen or something. Okay. Oh, you got some tuned ears stolen?
Yeah. So, all right, I'll tell that story instead of the ones. So when we moved down here, we had movers. We got relocated. The company V was with at the time, and just being realistic, I got a lot of shoes. So the pairs that I cared about the most, I took with me personally when we drove down. It was about 50 pairs I was able to fit, in my car. And they all the shoes made it, but they stole my blue tuned airs, but they didn't steal the orange ones. They stole the Concords that I wear, and they took a bunch of my Vapor Maxes.
What?
Yeah, so I didn't really care. I'm not saying it like but it's still money. But I didn't really care about the Vapor Maxes.
Right, yeah. I don't even wear my
But they didn't take the desktop pair of Concords I had, but they took the worn pair, and they took the blue tuned airs. Another pair of tuned airs I had that was kind of rare, that was just for women, that I'll probably never find again. They were women's 13. It's kind of hard to find.
Oh yeah.
And those two, the worn Concords and the tuned airs, are the two pairs. Like I can't not have the blue tuned airs. I always have that shoe. Anytime it's come out, I generally get it. So I was glad to see that you brought the orange one out. Because
Yeah.
both I had them both when they were just new shoes when I was in 12th grade. Like I love those shoes. So, but yeah, they got stolen. I mean, we got insurance on them or whatever. Fortunately, one of my friends had a pair that was my size that was too small for him, so he sold them to me. But I never got a pair of worn but really good pair of Concords back. Because when they first you, they give you what the shoe costs, not what it's worth.
Right, right.
So yeah, I mean, I need like a used Concord that's maybe an 8.5 or a 9 out of 10 that's less than $250. So that's kind of hard to find.
I see. I want to go. I want to the Concords. So they're on my list of grails that I don't have yet. I do have the Bread 11s. I need to get a double pair of those too because like I didn't mention this, but I lived in Dominican Republic last year, most of last year.
Oh,
And
okay.
I didn't, pandemic had started. Wasn't nothing going back. No type of work was going on. So I said, I'm out. I just want to go stay with family. A lot of my family is from there, so I'm like, all right, I'm out. And the Bread 11s and the Tunderes were two of the 4 pairs of sneakers that I actually took with me. So I ain't in no resort. I'm in the hood in DR. So I'm walking up a lot of mountains, hills, and stuff, and my Bread 11s, and they kind of did in. But these Tunderes, they held up pretty nicely. But they still look new. They still look good.
Yeah, I really feel like that 18 retro, because I never got the purple ones, but I got all the other ones. I got the greenies, the orange ones, and the blue ones. Yeah, they're great. Like, great. I love those shoes. So I know I can't say it enough. So.
So if I could only take 5 pairs of sneakers with me for the rest of my life, that would definitely be one of the pairs.
Yeah. Now, before we move on, blue or red? Or orange, rather.
Oh, orange, most definitely.
Okay. That's how I feel about the blue. I'm going to take the blue over the orange. But
That's
back in the day,
definitely.
I used to wear the orange one more to try to preserve the blue one. Okay. All right. So just a few more questions in the quarter before we get to the fourth quarter, which is sneaker future.
Okay.
What's the shoe right off the top of your head right now that you need to undead stock? Like, I need to really wear those.
Off the top of my head that I need to undead stock. I feel like, honestly, the shoes that I have here, I have undead stock already. I wore everything.
Okay.
Well, I just wore it the other day. The last pair that I had to undead stock were Obsidian 13s. And I'm glad I actually did undead stock them because I was this close to selling them.
So you post that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that was the first day I was in Detroit, and I have a hard time sometimes when I'm packing with sneakers. I don't know what to take with me. That's how I ended up overpacking a lot. But this time I did pack light, and I just said, just throw them in your bag and just go out the door. Threw them in my bag. I put them on feet, and I'm happy with them. So I decided to keep them because I was gonna get rid of them.
Got you.
But
Okay.
so much better.
I feel like whenever, maybe not those wheat ones, but I feel like whenever they retro a 13 that sort of looks like it could have been an OG, I just think it's a sample from 97 or 98 that they just didn't come out with.
I agree. And you want to know why I agree? Is because every time I look at the Obsidian 13s, I know we didn't get, I kind of want to save that till you start talking about future pairs.
Okay.
But they remind me so much of like a UNC version of the He Got Games.
Yeah. Like,
Vibes.
yeah, I can see that. Because even with, like, they're bringing back the low top black and blue ones as a mid, like, oh, that means they might was going to do that back in 98 and they just didn't.
Mm.
But, yeah, I really feel that way about a lot of Jordans, but especially the 13.
I don't know how I feel about low 13s though. It is weird. Real weird.
Yeah, I only had those 2 OG colors, like just the chutney and the black and blue. Like,
Okay.
you don't like them if it's not those 2.
I do like the low 11s though.
Yeah.
Those black cements, IEs.
Yeah, I love those. Like, I got fortunate. I got a pair. It's been within the last 2 weeks at the Nike outlet.
Okay.
Somebody returned them because they had the whole box.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
that's rare that somebody make a return and you get the whole set, like everything together.
Mm-hmm. I hate fucking ripped off the top box. I hate that shit. Sorry, y'all. It's just hard to stack the boxes when it's just a half a box.
Trust me, I know. Boxes are special to me for some. Well, not all of them. I could get rid of some of them, but I do like having a variety of. Like you see, I got my display back here that I actually built it and put it on the wall when I first moved down here, and then I do have clear cases in my room, but a lot of the actual shoe boxes, I have them like stacked up like above my closet.
Nice.
So if the box is special, I keep it. If not, I get rid of it.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
My
Now,
boy Roy was good.
so you said you've worn everything. So is there ever a shoe you will come across that you wouldn't wear? Like, I got this. I'm never gonna wear it. Anything like that, or you wear everything?
No, because when I get a sneaker, it's because I want to wear it. But
Appreciate that.
I do have a pair that I've never worn. It's that desktop pair of Carmines that I have. I don't
Well, that's
know.
the thing. You got to keep a pair of those on ice.
Yeah, I gotta keep a pair of those on ice.
Yeah. All right. Now, is there a shoe? You know, we just take the Kicks and Giggles group. Is there a shoe everybody in that group loves that you just don't fuck with, or just in general?
Uh, what's a shoe that I do not fuck with? That I do not like. I'm trying to think because I had this answer the other day. What is it that I just don't see it for? Damn, you know, it doesn't come to mind honestly.
Okay. Okay. I'll say for most people that have been on this show, usually they pick something from the Yeezy family. A 350, a 380, 700.
You know what? Okay, all right. I could say a Yeezy then. I could say a Yeezy. I was this close to buying a pair of Yeezys. The other day I was this close. 700, the honey flux color.
Okay.
I made a post about this yesterday. The other day said saying I can't stand when a color don't match what the color is advertised. So I wanted to get the pollen ones that had dropped. For that yellow color, little B vibes. But then I didn't like how like that deep mustard. Seeing them in person, I wasn't rocking with the color. So I was gonna get the 700 as an alternative. So after doing extensive research on YouTube, because people's lightings and stuff be different when they're taking pictures. On gold, the shoe comes off as a bright like gold yellow, but it's actually like a brown paper baggage, and that shit made me mad. So some of the Yeezys I can't rock with.
Gotcha. Gotcha. Okay. Okay.
But, definitely some of the 350s, like I have Kick said, because they be tight like on my feet, and I have narrow feet, so if it's tight on my narrow foot, that's a problem. I wear them to the gym and stuff and break them in, but other than that, it's a wrap.
Gotcha. Gotcha. Okay. Okay. Well, we'll go to quarter four now. We'll talk about sneaker future.
Okay.
So, what is your current holy grail?
Holy grail that I have, or one that I don't have?
One that you don't have, because I'm gonna speak it into existence that you go get it. That's why it's sneaker
Look,
future.
manifestation. I'm all here for it. All right, so I got a nice little list of them. I'll just do like the top 3 off my head. I definitely need those He Got Game 13s.
Okay.
Size 9.5. Whoever out there, those He Got Game 13s. Those another pair that's like dead on my heart that I don't have, and I almost shed a tear when I seen somebody walking with them in person one day. The Rookie of the Year ones.
Oh man, yeah.
Rookie of the Year ones.
Those blew up quick, man. Like they weren't really that desired at first, and it seemed like any Jordan that has like earth tones on it, it's like at a premium now.
And like that sneaker, the quality on there was mad premium too. Like I seen a guy walking in the mall with him, and I actually stopped him. I asked him, I said, "Yo, I'm like, what size you wear? I'll buy these from you right now, all feet." But he was a 10, and I wore a 9 in them. So I was like, man. Oh yeah, V, I need some of your good luck. Like, get us these Rookie of the Years at a good price.
I had a chance to get them for like 150 once, and I regret it so much.
Yo, I hate when I do that. I hate when I pass up on a pair and I could have got it, and then out of nowhere you look up, it's like triple the price. So the He Got Game 13s, the Rookie of the Year ones, and the third and final pair that's like at the top of my list, the True Blue 3s.
Okay.
The 2016 really wasn't the last release they had of 2016. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
with the Nike Air on the back. I need that pair. There's a lot of different sixes that I want too, but I won't consider them grills. I do a lot of like I like to consider myself the reach back king sometimes. Since I started again collecting sneakers so late in the game, because I get a whole lot of those like OGs. Um, but the top three are definitely the He Got Game 13s, the Rookie of the Year ones, and the True Blue threes.
That's a good list. That's a good list.
Thank you, thank you. What
Right.
about you? What's on your future list?
Oh, like grails that I'd like to get.
Even
Uh,
though I'm sure you got them all already.
nah, it's a few. I mean, Jordan wise, I really feel like everything I want is just it's really just a lot of sixes that I should have that don't. Like I'd like to have the social status six,
Yeah,
those 3M sixes for like the reflection champion, those
that's
hmm.
fine.
The Toro sixes. I hated them when they came out, but I really wish I had them now because I wanted them to be like the Raging Bull, and they were like pink, like the infrared. I'm like, but I wish I had them now. So the Spizike 6 with the darker red. So Jordan,
Yeah,
that's what I'm looking at. Oh, a pair of Bred ones from '85. Those
that
are gonna be a
would
little.
be. I agree. Like I already told you, the top three grills that I need to get, but like on my like B, I'm not gonna say B like B list. Well, I guess I call it my B list. Just stuff that's on my list to go back and reach back for anyway. A lot of the sneakers you have, I need those. The UNC sixes, I need those. Man, I love those. When I saw you had posted those on your feet, I was like my heart stopped. I was like, like I need those. I still need. What's up, Eli? That's my boy. He lived down here. Max Woom. Uh, I need the infrared sixes. The infrared sixes is low key part of my top list too. They just number four. But I definitely need those infrared sixes. I gotta have those. Like I think I want those before I get the UNC sixes. Uh, what's another pair? I do want to go ahead and cop the OG Gatorade sixes too. I would prefer to get the white and orange ones, but I get that all green pair as well, just to have.
Yeah, that green pair is great. The only thing that sucks is, and I'm not a big. I used to be back in the day where I'd be like, well, I got to get a shirt or the hoodie that Nike released with it. Everything they released for that specific collection goes with the white pair. Nothing goes with that green pair. So I have a hard time wearing them because that green doesn't match and that orange is weird. So yeah, the white pair is a lot easier to wear.
You know, I feel the same way about these. Nothing goes with it. It's hard to find a color that matches with it. I can't find this shade of blue nowhere. I've bought blue hoodies, blue everything. I just gave up.
Yeah, and then a lot of times the stuff that Nike will come out with doesn't really match it either. Like with the Lightning Fours, like they had this one hoodie that was like in every DTLR, Jimmy Jazz, Villa type store where it was just yellow with a Jumpman like right here, but the yellow was like bright like how the original Lightnings were, not the current Lightning, so they didn't really match. And it was too like they need to really step it up with the apparel. They do for some shoes, but if it's a GR, it's just gonna be
Yeah, you understand the assignment sometimes. Like it's like y'all need to like make it match. The math don't be mathing. It gotta match up. It'd be hard to find stuff. The same thing with the mocha, the dark mocha ones that came out. It's hard to find stuff to match those too. But thankfully, I like the way I dress anyway. I consider it like a bit of like fitness. I don't even want to say fitness. It's like comfortable slash like tomboyish. Like I wear a lot of like shirts like these. I'm in Florida now, so I be hot as hell. I be feeling like getting dressed, and I be at the gym all the time. So I get these. I wear a lot of sweatpants and stuff too. So really, it's like fly bummy. So I be like, yo, as long as like my shirt clean, my sweatpants clean, I got a dope pair of kicks on my feet, I'm good. That's all I need. Like I'm very minimalistic about a lot of things.
gotcha. Yeah, like with me being in North Carolina now, and I'm used to being, in Cleveland, Ohio, right up on Lake Erie. It's been, the summer lasts longer here, so
It'd be
I'm already
brick.
hoodie, jackets, and layer and, sweaters, and it's like still 70 degrees, which I should be happy for, but I'm just ready to wear some of them fall wears because I feel like in the summer, I essentially wear the same thing every day. I just wear a t-shirt, cargo shorts, and a sneaker every
I mean,
day. It's the same thing. So,
bro, that's why I've been traveling so much. Like I've been getting a kick out of like I said, we all went to Baltimore. I've been to Detroit about 3 times since September. I went to Atlanta. It was a little breezy in Atlanta, just a little bit a couple weekends ago. Um, I've been with a few places, and I've been taking advantage of it being cold. So I get to wear those jackets or hoodies and those sweaters and stuff because I have so many. Like I bought a whole lot before I even moved down here. So any chance to wear those, I take advantage of it. That being down here, like I want to say like around January-ish, it gets kind of cool and cold. Like when I first moved down here, I thought I was going straight to the beach. It was like, nah, like we right off the water, so it's like it 70, 80 degrees down here, but that wind chill from the ocean and everything, it'd be brick down here. I'm like, nah.
see, I would have never do that. Wow.
I was surprised. It definitely get cold down here sometimes.
Gotcha. Um, but I'll say for shoes, other than those sixes, I really want the DJ AM Dunks. I found a pair on GOAT that's not that bad.
Okay.
Just random stuff that now that you've asked me, I can't think of it. So,
It always like that.
yeah,
I asked myself, like Kaya tell you, like I was so excited. I was like, Kaya, like I finally got my spot on the show. Like I was like, that when you hit me up, I was like, what? I found myself trying to prepare for the show. I'm like, he gonna ask me with my girls, he gonna ask me this. But then I stopped. I was like, you know what? I like everything to flow naturally. I'm just gonna get on here and go with the flow. And that's what look, we here now.
nah, man, this has been a great show. Actually, the first time I ever went live with someone was with Sneaker Mess with Kai. We were used to be a part of this. Still a page I still post on from time to time called Soul for Life. We did a lot, kind of like interviewed each other, and it's kind of what made this happen. So
yeah, she broke me out of my shell. She got me on her sneaker chat, and I kind of dodged it at first. I was like, I don't know about all that. Like, I don't mind. Like I said, I'm either introvert or I'm the life of the party, but I'm the life of the party in person.
yeah.
Like, more than it being on video, like, I used to get like kind of stage fright, so to speak, but now I'm good.
Yeah, man, everything has been flowing, real natural. So you would have never even knew that. Yeah, I'd have never knew that if you wouldn't have told me. So, yeah. Well, let me ask you, with your collection, where do you see your collection going in the future?
So, look, I'm trying to get a Foot Locker in my house like you got. I have a garage full of them.
Yeah.
Like, I see my collection definitely expanding, and having a lot more variety as well. I mean, I have a lot of variety now, but at first, like I said, I started off, getting a whole lot of Air Maxes. Then I transitioned from Air Maxes to getting only Jordan 1s, and then from Jordan 1s, I started, dipping and dabbling with a lot of the other silhouettes. So definitely expanding my variety of sneakers that I have.
Gotcha. Okay. What's on your radar next? Like, what's the next thing you plan on buying? We might have went through this already, but
The next thing I'm buying, what's coming out? Those Midnight Navies are coming out. Now those Obsidian 6s, when those drop, I'm definitely going after those. But as far as what's dropping this year, I said I'm going to attempt to get those patent leather with the breads. I'm gonna attempt to get those. I'm definitely going to attempt to get those. As far as like stuff that's already like released and like doing the reach back. How could I forget? I gotta get those British khaki 6s.
the Travis's.
Yeah, I gotta. I ain't feeling him right now. I don't a lot of people feeling him right now, but I gotta have those.
You got to have them both, man.
I know it was so.
And
Let me. I actually ended up. My reason for getting those, I had been wanting them, But I was in Detroit maybe in September. I think yeah. What that T-shirt say? September? Because it was like a sneaker. Yeah, it was a sneaker show in Detroit. Like I don't know. Like my dad buys a lot of stuff too. He don't buy a lot of sneakers. He buys shoes, but like other stuff. He took me to the sneaker show they had in Detroit. So that's when I saw the sixes in person for the first time. And of course, it wasn't my size. It was like a 5.5. So after seeing him in person, I'm like, okay, I gotta get these. So it was a tough time. This happens to me a lot. It'll be a sneaker I want like real bad, then I'll see it in another colorway, and they both cost about around the same. And it's like, well, which one should I get first? So I ended up getting that one. Now I'm working on the other colorway. But,
To me, I don't have either of those Travis's, but to me, that green one is better. So I'd have got the green one first too.
yo, it's in hand. I don't know if you know, but the bottom glows too, glow in the dark.
Yeah. Yeah, it's something I would like to have those too. Just the green ones. I mean, the British khaki ones may grow on me, you know. But yeah, they're sixes, so I'm gonna look at them, you know.
Like the quality, I can't even argue with like that pair. The aesthetic of it is so dope. Like they took their time with that one. They definitely took their time.
Yeah, I'll just say for me, still waiting to see what's going on with the LeBron 19. Why it hasn't released stateside. Um, so other than that, I'm gonna try to get some cool gray 11s, those ones that come out right before Christmas, the craft ones with all the colors.
Yes, definitely. Oh, I definitely want to. I was thinking about getting those Monarch what are they, the patterns, the Air Maxes or whatever they call, the ones that recently just came out. I do those too. It's funny because orange is, I guess I can consider it. It's not my favorite color, but I orange sneakers like they hit different. So
Do you like the orange pair better than the blue pair that just came out?
yeah,
And that blue pair was a hard L. I was disappointed.
I saw, I
And
saw.
I would get them one way or another. So, all right. Well, before we wrap up, you have any questions for me?
Yeah, I'll be wondering. I'm like, how do you deal with it? Getting the L and then V get the W. I'll be so hurt. It'll be a lot of tension in the house. Like,
Hey, it's about 10 to 15 pairs that she has that I would like to own that I don't have. I guess for me, sometimes depending on how bad she wants the shoe, I would rather her win it than me.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I know eventually I'm going to get the shoe one way or another. A lot of times I get the L for him.
Look, I'm like, look, I'll be snatching the covers. I'll be like, like,
But I'm still just so happy that she's able to enjoy sneakers. In a way where, like I always say on the show, I'm sure you've heard me say it before, the way that the ladies go at the shoes is sort of like how it was back in the day, before, the game got all the way it is now. Some of it is pandemic, but, niggas was greedy resellers before the pandemic. So,
I say, I'm like, the women, like, they do it for me. They do it for me. Like, I enjoy seeing them get their W's, and I enjoy seeing their content a lot more than I like seeing the guys. Because
yeah,
sometimes content it's very like the same, but just seeing what the ladies be doing with the sneakers, how they rock them, how versatile they are with them, it's so dope. Like it's so dope. They make it fun.
yeah, yeah, absolutely. Because for me, I feel like, and I hope I never come off as this way, to any of the ladies, but a lot of the dudes that's been in it for a long time, like me, they'll kind of treat everything as a pissing contest with other guys, and they probably go even further with the ladies, and I never want to come off as that because I just like shoes,
Yeah, clapping for each other, but the man they be on some hateration and dancery type stuff.
Fuck, man, why he get to win and I didn't win, man? Fuck him, all that,
I see it, little yo, like for real, I see it happen all the time. I can't tell you how many times I had like guys follow me and they'll see some stuff I have, then unfollow.
Yep, I've dealt with that too, where it's like, man, it's just shoes, man, like.
Yes,
You know. Oh man. Yeah.
Oh
Uh,
my god. Let me see. What's another question? What? How many sneakers do you actually have? Like, do you know the actual number?
I don't know the actual number. I know certain collections of sneakers, how many of this or that I have, but I've never taken the time to. Well, I'll say I haven't counted my sneakers. I did a collection post on Nike Talk in 2008, and I had 653 then. So,
That was
so
2008.
huh?
That was 2008.
Yeah, yeah. It took. I took a vacation, but I only ended up going somewhere for like half of it. So the other half, I like took all these pictures, and it took about 3 days to do it back then. So yeah, it's. I'll just say I yeah, certain collections, but if I had to ballpark it, it's over 1,000, but I don't know the exact number.
Whew. Yeah, I'm trying to get to that level for real.
It's
Wait,
from
wanna?
2008, sir.
I bet. Like y'all got, like I told you, got a whole store. You literally got a pair of sneakers for. You could wear a different pair of sneakers for 3 years.
Yeah, probably a little more than that. It's just I don't know. It's just my thing. I haven't been able to let it go. I didn't think I was still gonna be into it at 40, but I just can't let go.
I'm not gonna lie. I had a moment where, like, this happened when I was buying my Air Maxes a lot. I had a moment where I was over it. I'm like, yeah, like, I'm kind of good on sneakers. Why am I spending all this money? And then, I ain't gonna lie. I was one of those people. I would look at people, wearing, especially specifically wearing Jordan 1s. I was one of those little haters where I'm like, why y'all all wearing the same shoe? Like, y'all all look the same. Y'all all in the club with the same damn sneaker on. Y'all look like twins. I'm never wear none of those. I never wear a pair of those. But I was on. This is when I was on Flight Club heavy. Before I got on Go, I was on Flight Club, and they had to like next day shipping and stuff like immediately, at no extra cost. So my first pair of Jordan 1s, like I said, Obsidians was my second. My first pair of Jordan 1s were the. I'm not sure if you've ever seen. Oh, I got them right here. Um, the olive canvas.
Mm, that's
Yeah.
every day. Those are nice.
Thank you, thank you. This is my first pair of Jordan 1s ever, and they came with the cell laces, and they also came with the olive color laces, factory that was inside of them. So when I laced them up with the olive laces in them, I was kind of like on the fence about them, and I'm like whatever, it's a Jordan 1, whatever. I just bought it to have some type of variety. But when I lace swapped them, when I put this pair of laces in them, it was over.
Whole
Like
new.
my feet, these is what started my obsession with Jordan 1s. And then when Obsidian released, I had to get that pair. So once I got that pair, it kept going, it kept going, it kept going. And from there, I started getting other silhouettes. The Carmine 6, I reached back for that. I got that and started getting 13s and 11s and everything else. But now we here today.
I will say there are certain silhouettes that I'm kind of over or that I don't like as much. Like I'm to the point now where I don't really see what else they can do with a Jordan 1 that they haven't. So I've been tired of Jordan 1s, but it's like, oh, those are nice or those aren't that bad. But yeah, everything I want is from back before, and it's too much. Um,
Had enough of the Jordan 1s. Like the ones, honestly, I'd be happy outside of getting the patent leather ones. I'm speaking to existence. The patent leather breads is coming out.
yeah, you go
I,
get.
I'm good unless they come out or like re-retro some of the older pairs. Like I actually do. I have the Shadow Backward 1.0s. I do have those.
Mm,
Um, oh yeah, I know V had put that in the comments earlier. I do have that pair. I really, 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 really wear them, but I do have them, and I have the bread toes as well. Um, I would love to cop a re-retro if they come out with the regular breads again, or the top threes in the rookie of the years. I'd be satisfied just by getting the older pairs, but I don't really got to get a new colorway they come out with. Um, I would love to see a lot more 13s and 6s. 11s come out. But I low key been thinking about some 8s, and I would love to get those mellow 2s.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I love the two. I never got to put my hand on the mellows either time they came out. I mean, they were hard as fuck to get back in '04, but they were around in 16 or 18. I just didn't get them.
Somebody says, Shorty, do you have a plug to ensure I can get the patent leather ones when they drop?
Unfortunately, I don't. I don't, my friend. I don't really have no connections out here in North Carolina. I mean, yeah, it's different now. Mm, yeah.
Well, appreciate you, True.
Yeah, bring back the Bugs Bunny eights. It's about time to bring those back. I mean, it's been
Yes,
2013. Like,
I want
come
to
on.
get those. I want to get those 8s. And that's another thing. How V said they about to hype up the tools. Um, Wait, what? J Balvin doing a pair of tools? I ain't hear about that.
Yep, she showed me earlier. Like,
I look into that. I listen to a lot of his music. You know, I'm for y'all who don't know, I'm Dominican and Puerto Rican. I listen to a lot of Spanish music. Uh, I That's one thing I don't like about it. Like I've noticed the game change and get hard when it comes to copping sneakers. Is the love for sneakers ain't as genuine as it used to be for a lot of these people. That's why I like this little community that we all got here. People just be getting stuff just to get it.
yeah, like other than my wife, I mean, the person I probably relate to the best is Keandra. You know, QC Kiki Cutie. You know, she the first person I ever heard, you know, use the term reachbacks. You know what I'm saying? Where it's like, yeah, I'm reaching back, getting this. You know, she she's about that, and I am too. Like I finally got the shadow ones this year. I never had them before, you know, and I got them the eBay, you know, finally. So it's just three
I
ones.
want it for a long time too, but I got over it. I would love to get it across my desk again though.
Yeah, like for me, I just need those 1.0 shattered backboards. I need a fresher pair of Chicago's than the pair I have, and the first UNC ones, just the white with the UNC, the ones from 15. Those only two I need. So,
Oh, okay,
yeah.
okay.
So yeah, but you know, the shoe having larger collections like we all do, it's a labor of love. You got to keep up with them. You got to put them
Yeah,
back. You
got a
know.
hundred. All that. What she said is more about nostalgia. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It's definitely about the nostalgia. Like I guess that's another way I can consider my style versus like tomboy. I like a lot of like '90s like vintage wear too.
Yeah.
Outside of sneakers, I love vintage T-shirts and joggers and different things like that. So I'm all about the nostalgia, all about it. Like I like feeling like I'm still in the '90s. I like that.
Right up my alley. 80s and 90s. You know, I got to get back to. For a while, I was posting a lot of nostalgic stuff on the page, but you know, Converse has been taking up more of my time, where I haven't had as much time to really do content or post, you know, stuff. So,
I actually have a pair of Converse that I have never worn. I don't have them here with me. They're in Michigan right now. What is it called? The High Flame. You know which one I'm talking about? The high top black with the flame.
yeah,
Yep. I don't. I was like big on purchasing those and never wore them yet. I keep saying I'm gonna sell them, but nah, I'm gonna keep them. I'm gonna just keep them there. You never know.
yeah, it's like with the flames. I really wanted because I got the black low top flames, but I really wanted the high tops. I really want the Chuck 70 version with the better sole, but I'm cheap. Like I'm very cheap, so I know I'm only gonna wear those maybe once or twice a year. So I don't really want to pay more than $40 or $50 for them. So
Yeah.
that's the problem I run into with a lot of shoes, where it's like I'm only gonna wear this once or twice a year. So
I think the reason I haven't worn mine is because I really wanted the low top white pair.
I got you. I
Wanted
got you.
the pair. Either the low top white or the high top white, and I didn't get them. I love Converse. I have quite a few pairs of Converse. So like I use be in the gym. I use them for leg days. It's a flat foot sneaker, so it's
Good.
stable. I really need to wear my Chucks more. I like 50 pairs. I already break them out. Yo, you gotta wear them. Chucks is. I love those. I love Chucks. Outside of like everything else, every other brand, Chucks is like one of my favorites. I played baseball too, so I was always wearing Chucks.
Yeah, and I do want to say some people be like, man, it's fucked up. You got to wear Converse to work or whatever. But for me, Converse has allowed me to still have fun with sneakers after taking so many L's with Nike and
Right.
Adidas over the past 2 years, to where it's like I might not get that, but I can get a collab with, like I found out they even have Margiela Chucks. Like I'm like, ooh, I need to. Yeah, they made some. It was like 2015 or 16. So they're
Garcon,
good.
I know they had the Comme des Garçons ones. I actually bought a pair. I bought a low top pair, the white Comme des Garçons, but I wanted the highs again, so I took them back. They were selling them at, I don't know if you're familiar with Nordstrom's. It's yeah, you familiar. I bought them from there, and I actually ended up taking them back because I'm like, nah, I ain't gonna wear these. Yeah, I just never tried the Chucks for leg. You gotta try. It's gonna change your life. It's gonna change your whole workout setup. Trust me. I've been saying that like the past 5 years, and they still hold up.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, really, out here, other than social status, Nordstrom is probably the only other place where you can get like Chuck 70s, because we don't even, I mean, at the Converse I'm at, like, we don't even really sell them unless they got like flowers and shit all over them. And
Right.
yeah,
Right.
oh, yeah.
Where at? That's my next question. That's off topic. Where at in North Carolina are y'all?
We're in this town called Mebane. It's kind of in between Raleigh, Durham, and Greensboro. So,
Okay.
in the middle of nowhere, but in the middle of everything at the same time.
I'm gonna have to add those to my places to visit then because I've been telling Kai like my lease is up here in April, but I said I would renew my lease. Like I go month to month, like after April. But I literally like low key been considering moving to Charlotte. Like it's been heavy like on my radar lately. So well, look, we might be in the same state soon.
That'll be fun, we'll all get together.
Most definitely. She said Chucks are a must, but I like the OG styles. Like, yo, facts. I need a pair of Navy Chucks. That's what I really need. A pair of Navy.
Okay. You would what Chucks you probably wear what, a 9?
Actually, in Chucks, let me see. Actually, hold on. They ain't here somewhere. Uh,
Ludacris.
all right. Let me see. I'm surprised I found them because usually when I'm looking for stuff, it's nowhere to be found. These my leg days right here. Cause I think I go down. Yeah, I wear 8.5.
Okay.
Yep, I wear 8.5 in Chucks. Yep, these my leg days. They like what? 4 years old.
Beautiful thing, man. But I do want to say I really appreciate you, coming on. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me, for real. Like, I enjoy watching your show. I enjoy watching your lives. I enjoy watching Kai's lives. Like, I'll be ready. Like, I literally have, y'all don't know this, but I'll be setting an alarm, like, to make sure I don't miss it. You know, we all get distracted sometimes, and I'm like, yo, I ain't missing this live.
Man, I really.
You having me on here, too.
No problem. Now, before we go, I do have to ask, who's someone you'd like to see on the show that you haven't seen yet?
Someone that I would like to see on here. Forgive me if somebody was already on here.
What's up, twin mother?
Twin Mother, I would love to see her on here.
Yeah, she was the 6th guest.
Gotta go back and see. I'm trying to think somebody that you may know or follow. I do got a homegirl named Destiny. She out of St. Louis. I would love to see her on here. She got a pretty dope collection too. Pretty dope collection. I actually did a live with her. It was the second time I ever got on live. I did maybe like a few months ago. But I would love to see her on here.
Okay. Yeah, I gotta shout out twin mother because first few episodes was a little shaky. My episode with her, which was episode 6, way back in I want to say April, it went well to the point where I could see you doing it because wasn't going, you know what I mean, like keep doing it because I was like, maybe I shouldn't do this. But her episode kind of kept me going with this.
Okay. Ash said, "Yep, Destiny will be good." Okay, yeah, she know her too. Have you had Sneaker Vibes only on here yet?
Yeah, she was episode number 10.
Okay. See, I gotta reach back on the episodes. Y'all on Netflix? Cause I gotta, I'm gonna go back to seasons.
I do have a lot of the older episodes on my YouTube channel, but they're on here, just in the series. So they're all on here. Just like Kai Sneaker Mesh, she was episode 11. So some of the more memorable ones, I do remember the numbers.
Okay, basically everybody I would love to see on here you done had. That's my boy Danny right here. Swerve. All right, for y'all who don't know, my first name is, I go by my middle name Izzy, but my first name is actually Brandon. But we're gonna forget that after this go. He play too much. But that's my boy. That's my boy. We've been best friends since elementary school.
Cool. V Weathers HR. You were number 20.
Ooh, look. Number on.
I'm weird with numbers too. I'm like the Black Rain Man or something, so I will remember numbers. So and random release dates. I'll be like, oh, the Gamma 12s came out on the, what I mean? So I'm that guy too. So kind of weird, but it's all good.
Look, wait, he forgot me too. LOL. What? Wait.
Ash, you was I think you was episode 25.
Yeah, I saw hers for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I'd love to see myself on here again.
Hey, well, we're definitely gonna link up again. Person y'all recommended just
this right now, Destiny, right there. She just tapped in. She just tapped in. That's who I was talking about. Who I would love to see on here.
Okay. Well, I'll definitely shoot her an invite. I gotta still get young Lucane on here as well.
Oh, so definitely, that's my homie. I forgot. Oh, he was on Sneaker Vibes page. He definitely got to come on yours. So that's the homie. Then you had D Bill already.
Yeah. So just just try to keep it going, man. But I really, again, I can't say enough. I appreciate you being on here.
Again, look, I can't say enough either. I appreciate y'all getting me on here. I appreciate everybody who mentioned me to be on here. I appreciate it.
Sure.
I made it.
Nah, man, I appreciate it, man. Well, I'm gonna definitely be in touch with you. I'm gonna be seeing how you swag everything. You know what I'm saying? How you do, and
it's coming along.
Oh, it's there. That wall, it's there.
Thank you. I actually I wanted it to be a bit more diverse today. So, because at first I had it was just like dunks and ones, but I got tired of seeing that. So let me just put some other stuff up here for y'all today.
Yeah, I appreciate that, man. It's a nice little mix, but I'll follow you for a while, man. I know how you come. I know you got a lot, man. So yeah, thank you again.
Thank you so much, Destiny. I see you. Look, she said I see you up in the display. Yo, she know. Thank you, V. Thank you.
All right, man. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and go, but I'm gonna be in touch.
All right, for sure. I'm gonna be here.
And take care of yourself.
All right, later, y'all.
All right, peace.